Hi, I'm Crow Fisher from HereOnEarth.ca website. I work with the Council of Elders, bringing universal understandings and awakening. That's my interest and vocation this lifetime, and it has provided an in-depth education on being human. The Council have explored many topics of conversation, and you can look through our offerings on the website HereOnEarth.ca, all one word, if you're interested in any other teachings the Council have offered through me. I'm aware that I'm not the only one tapping into this source, or fishing in this pond, as the Council have called it, but I know that what we've been exposed to over the decades I've been associated with them is the most profound and prophetic information any of us have accessed. What we're offering here is a recording of read from the Council of Elders from January 2018. The group gathered were the spiritual cinema meetings out of a private home in King City, Ontario, hosted by a wonderful couple who have encouraged growth and mastery in themselves and all who they're in contact with. The group came up with the questions they had on the state of the world, finance, technology, and generally where we are in the state of things. There's a lot of turmoil in the world, and we're all a little on edge. So it was very reassuring and yet sobering to hear this perspective from the stars. From the Council of Elders, King City, January 21st, 2018.
Well, here is part of a collective. Some, like this one, call us Council of Elders. Some folks call us librarians or record keepers. Basically, we are a collective who are offering our support to those of you who are doing the tough job of being incarnate right now. Hey, we recognize it's easy for us from our vantage point to maintain equilibrium and a good point of view. We recognize and acknowledge that all of you who had the courage to be born during these times, are dealing with a little bit of a struggle, ain't it so? Yes. We see on your planet at this point in history a cry coming from your planet. A lot of pain, a lot of misery. We got more folks in trouble on this planet than you've ever had before. Isn't that so? Yeah. So I know it looks and it sounds, the Christ that emanate from your little planet are really heard throughout the universe. I recognize that many of you feel alone and many of you feel abandoned. But that's not so. That's not so. The reality of humanity must be healed by humanity. We cannot interfere, none of us. We can offer support, we can offer wisdom, we can give suggestions, but the truth of it is, those who are incarnate are the ones who carry the torch on behalf of humanity, to right old wrongs, to heal what has been damaged. And these are the times where all of those things are coming to the surface to be healed. Your earth itself is vibrantly blossoming its flowers wherever it's warm enough. Your birds, your animals are still carrying on with their regular business. But humanity is in a bit of a crisis right now, isn't that so? People think the earth is in crisis. It's humanity that's in crisis. So what we can offer is support, understanding, helping you see the history that creates current reality, help you straighten out the lines of pain so that you can all move forward collectively into the dream this earth has for you. Because this earth has a dream for its people. And even though so many of you feel so bad, about what you think you've done, you are still loved by this planet. And you are loved by this universe. And we got a lot of faith in humanity that you're gonna make it through this. And you're gonna heal your societies and civilizations and make them good places to be incarnate in. We're counting on it. We'd like to come back into incarnation. So, I know tonight you got lots of questions on this theme. And I know folks are quite concerned about the fate of humanity. So what can we offer you?
So, welcome back, Red.
We never left.
So we are awakening to fourth and fifth dimension. What can we experience on these different dimensions as a perception of reality, or how we would see it?
Okay, I think some folks here are quite understanding what you mean by that. So we're going to rephrase things a little bit differently, if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Humanity, you could think of it as having been under a bit of a spell for quite a while that has many of your consciousness locked in to a viewing point that is set before you. And when you are witnessing reality from a particular viewing point, you're only able to see a small stream of things, and you miss everything else that's going on. There are, of course, peoples on this planet and cultures and civilizations who are seeing things from different viewing points. So you could say some of the viewing points, that a group of people who have practiced deepening of themselves already might be fifth dimension. The ability to see and perceive of frequencies of reality that are coexisting with your normal perception. So you can think about dimensions as being an expansion of awareness, of energy, expansion of perception of what is actually transpiring. So there's some humans who can see the color of sound. Everybody heard about that, yes?
Yes.
There are humans that can smell the sounds. Humans that can perceive of things in what seems like extraordinary ways. But what it is that their brains are able to transmit the information in creative ways. So when you are in a place of hopelessness, a place of drudgery, oppression, or fear, you are experiencing reality around you in a limited way. Very difficult to be creative when you're locked in to a reality that is oppressive. You can only see and perceive from one dimension when you're caught in that place. A soul or a person who's had the experience and time of being able to sit with themselves, of being supported and nurtured, of feeling accepted and loved and cared for, is able to open up and experience and perceive of things in a deeper and greater way. They're able to see the harmony between things. They're able to observe and notice nuances that somebody who's caught in the anxious place cannot see. You could think of this as being opening to different dimensions of reality. There have been civilizations on this earth, and there are still pockets of places where people are able to experience realities that many of you have never even heard of. Whole groups of people, villages, who are able to transport themselves into altered states of knowing, where they can visit with relatives who are no longer in body, where they can experience what the energies of the trees actually are. There are so many gifts yet to be discovered by all of you. So many things that are going on right underneath your feet that you're not aware of. And as you are coming out of this spell, I would call it, that has kept you locked in your fear, you are able to begin to examine what the fabric of life truly is. You as a society are beginning to understand that forests have full